I'm laying in bed for no other reason than I can. And it's Saturday, and I did my dishes, and my laundry just stopped, so I'm going to go rotate that. But I finished my registry for my new home. So this always feels weird because I've been living on my own since 1920. And so I have stuff. Like I have most of my kitchen stuff, but I've always lived in townhouses, condos, or apartments. And now I have a full house to prep for. Um, I was really debating if I wanted to even share a registry or a gift list because it seemed like there's so much going on in the world and this isn't the time, I guess. But I ultimately decided to share the registry and the gift list because I have been on the other side of where I love my friends and my family members so much, and I want to be able to help. I want to be able to gift. I want to be able to support, sometimes with a gift. And so I want to allow people that opportunity. So I have a registry with items that are as affordable as $8, and items that are a bit more expensive because I started making the registry and then it kind of turned into just my own list of things I want to get, because the registry list I found allows me to make one registry with multiple stores so I can kind of slowly shop and get the things that I need without having to make a registry at store A, a registry at store B, and all of those things. So I am very excited about that. So if people are looking at the registry and they're like, who does she think is going to buy this $200 anything? I don't expect anyone to buy that. I will likely buy that eventually, but it does kind of give a little insight. I want to be as transparent as possible as to some of the things that I need in this transition. So there was a string there and it bothered me. So in this transition, so this next phase of my life, even with buying condos and townhouses, buying this new forever home does come with new things like a bigger yard. I had a townhouse with a yard, but I could get away with a push mower. And I mean, not gas, not electric powered, like the thing where the blades rotate when you push it. That's how small the yard was. And so I have a lawnmower on there. Things like a fire escape ladder, because I have 2 floors now. I've never had a 2-story home. That's not true. I've never had I've never had a 2-story home where I eventually planned on putting children in it, and that fire escape plan is like, I need to make sure that that's good to go. So there's a lot of little things like that that for me, as someone who would love to see someone making this transition as a potential future single parent, as well as just a single adult buying their first detached forever home, these are things that maybe they didn't think about. And I've been building this list slowly. So I've had time to kind of look at ads and walk through stores. So there's things I didn't even think about, like the fire blanket. And I was like, that's a good point, because houses have to have fire extinguishers, but a lot of people don't know how to use them. A fire blanket is probably good to just throw over a fire, a grease fire, have a fireplace in my house, anything like that. So yeah, so that's my gift list, which I'm going to tag. But if you want to give, it is appreciated, it is welcome. And if you can't, if you don't, it is completely fine. It is not expected. This is just an exciting time for me. And I've already felt the support way more than I even expected. Even with just little people saying, congratulations, this is huge, we're so excited for you. People that like I don't speak to on a regular basis, or past coworkers or people I was stationed with. And I'm like, oh, that's one great thing I like about social media is you don't have to maintain a true like daily conversation with people to cheer them on in their successes. And I 100% agree that I've been that person on the other side too. When I see people that I was stationed with one time 9 years ago, and I see them starting families, buying homes, going on vacations, traveling, and I'm like, yes, there's this one person, we'll probably never speak to them ever again, and they are just killing it with like 5Ks and hikes and scuba diving and all kinds of fun stuff. So it's sometimes cool to know that this little social media world of people, of acquaintances, as well as friends, and then of course my actual solid village, are kind of coming together. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so the gift list will be down in the bottom. I am going to still continue to try to vlog and give updates. I can't promise that I'm ever going to get fancy enough to do an intro or anything like that, but I do think that the best way for me to be routine with this and regular with this is if I keep them short, simple, sweet, and as minimal editing as possible. So if I do have time, I might do like a full video with an intro and all of that. But for now, it's going to be me picking up my phone wherever I am, like in my bed right now, and I'm going to say what I've got to say, and I'm just going to post it because that's about where I am right now. So I cannot tell you to like and subscribe because who knows when I'll post again. Who knows if I'll be regular, especially as this journey gets busier and moving happens and things like that. I'll try to vlog, but you might just get an after, you know, of like, hey, I moved in. Yeah, so anyway, thanks to those who are supporting, and no worries to those who can't, don't want to, or have no interest. You're still loved, and thanks for following along.